Hello everybody, this is Hoopermation here, and, we need to have a chat, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly towards Ubisoft, and there's a good reason. It's about the Watch Dogs PC port, and a mod that just recently came out, and this mod changes a couple things in the game, as in, it adds dynamic headlights, which is a very small detail, but also a very nice one. It adds quite a bit to the game there. Now, what I want to talk about is the quality of PC ports, and why are they important? Well, using Watch Dogs as an example, obviously, Watch Dogs was not a good PC port. It was a bad port. Oh, good. It started raining. That's good. Watch Dogs was not a good PC port. It was a terrible port. My system specs are currently an AMD FX 8350 at 4.2 GHz, 8-core processor with the GTX 770 graphics card. That should do anything I throw at it on Ultra. Anything. Crysis 3, 1080p, doesn't matter. It should do anything. And yet, Watch Dogs, I have to crank my graphics down quite a bit to be able to run it at a decent frame rate without it being a stuttering fucking mess. And I need to talk to Ubisoft about something else. Recently, as in today, or yesterday, I'm not sure when it came out on NeoGAF, but a modder had taken the game files and located something quite interesting. They had located different graphics settings that were not in there before. And what I'm doing now is I noticed that the lightning was kind of... There was a bit of screen tearing, so I'm turning on VSync. I had it off because the game is just running like absolute crap. But this mod finds game files, or settings in the game, that were not included in the base game. And it's basically... I don't know if I want to say this, but it's basically what the E3 2012 demo looks like. Now, of course, I'm not playing this on ultra settings, because otherwise it would be a complete stuttering disaster. But all I have turned down is my level of detail and my shadows. That's it. Everything else is on the highest settings except for textures, because my video card doesn't have 3 gigs. That's it. It's pretty damn high settings, and it runs okay, I guess. I mean, I get pretty good frame rates that way, and it's the only way I can avoid it's the only way I can actually play the game without stuttering all over the fucking place. And this mod actually improved my performance. A fucking mod that the PC community, I fucking love the PC community because of this. A modder was able to tinker around in the files, a game that Ubisoft made. They were able to tinker around the files and find things that Ubisoft took out of the game, or I don't know what the fuck is going on. But this is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I will say that the headlight part of it does kind of flicker out. It's a little glitchy. He's still working on the mod right now. But it looks good. It looks really good. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just kind of showing off what I have. I turn off motion blur because I usually play at 60 frames, and at a higher frame rate, you kind of get rid of the need of motion blur. But in this game, when I'm driving around, it just stutters all over the place. It almost makes it impossible to drive around. Like, if I had this on higher settings, driving around on a motorcycle would be a death wish. But yeah, the dynamic headlights even works on vehicles. It's very nice. And it's just ridiculous how this game performs on my computer. Now, don't kill me, please, but I pre-ordered this game. I pre-ordered it. I was excited about this game. Okay, I didn't hype it up to all hell, but I was excited. I expect a lot from Ubisoft, because I like Ubisoft games. I like Assassin's Creed and all that, and they haven't had the best ports on PC. Assassin's Creed 4 still runs like ass, but it's still pretty good. I mean, but this just runs terrible. It is horrible. Now, I don't know if because it's an open world game or anything, but it's just ridiculous, man. And, I don't know what they're thinking. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and show you what the game looks like with full settings, except for the texture quality, because I can't change that in-game. Absolutely full settings. But if I want my computer to be able to handle it, I have to go to high settings, play it, and then go back and change it to ultra. Look at that. It stuttered like crazy. It stuttered a little bit. It froze up for a second there when I put it to play. But then it was fine. Put it on ultra, watch what happens. That is ridiculous. That took like a minute, almost 30 seconds, maybe more, to just get back. Sorry, I hit my mic. To just get back into the game. Now, on Ultra, it actually runs pretty decent with the mod. I mean, there's no way I would be able to play this without this mod. Now, the headlights are a little more glitchy, but, I mean, it's running pretty good, and it looks incredible. It looks amazing. Look at that. That looks awesome. And I love what the mod actually adds right now. It adds a little bit of bloom. Look, I turn and it fucking just stutters. It adds bloom, it adds a bokeh filter to the depth of field, which is very nice. And the lights actually light up the rain around the place. It just looks, so good. And it improves in performance. But we're not here to talk about how good this mod is. We're here to talk about the ridiculousness of Ubisoft and how they think they can get away with this. I feel ashamed of myself for having pre-ordered this game. I feel ashamed of myself. I am not happy with my purchase. Yes, I can actually play the game now, but if I have to have a mod to improve performance, that is ridiculous. It's fucking the first Dark Souls all over again. All over again, guys. It's stupid. We need to hold devs to a higher fucking standard than this. I expect more from Ubisoft than just this shit. It might seem like I'm mad because I am. I'm pissed. I am fucking pissed right now. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic that my game is working and looks better than it did before. I'm happy. But I'm pissed that I have to have a mod to be able to do that. Ugh, it drives me up a wall, guys. It is ridiculous. We don't have to fucking take this as PC gamers. And you know what Ubisoft does? They say, oh, we're working on a performance patch, but then they go and release some fucking DLC for the game. Before they even fix it, you need to fix your game before you release extra content. Look at that. I turned down level of detail and shadows to medium, and it runs beautifully. Oh my god, I got pretty, okay, a little started there. Pretty decent frame rates. I mean, it looks alright. Actually, it looks really good. We're just in not a very interesting area right here, but the foliage looks nice, the rain's great, the water, now the reason why my water has little lines like that is because I have a Sweet FX preset on. It doesn't really do anything. I don't know why I put it on there. I must have not configured it right or correctly. But if I put the water on Ultra with the Sweet FX mod, it does that. And guys, this is ridiculous. Ubisoft, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself for calling this a good port. And you know that thing that you said about PC being the lead platform? Bullshit. Thanks, guys.